Hi, guys, and welcome to our show, BW Unfiltered. Today is Saturday, April 27th, and I'm coming live today because I want to make sure that I'm expressing myself the right way and that you can not only hear my tone, but also see exactly what I'm going through as I express. So today's show on BW Unfiltered, I'm your host, Dr. Marilyn Carroll, and today we're going to dive deep into the transformative power of mindset and vision. So now, as leaders, especially Black women in leadership roles, how we perceive our challenges and opportunities profoundly impacts our effectiveness and growth. Yes. So today we'll explore how to embrace a creative mindset or creator mindset rather than a victim mentality mindset. And we will talk about how to empower ourselves to achieve unprecedented success and influence. We'll also discuss practical strategies for rewiring our brains through neuroplasticity, harnessing the principles of quantum physics, and to manifest our goals and the importance of building supportive networks. So get ready and join me as we unlock the potential and transform how we lead and live. I have on no makeup today, none of that. I wanted to be as raw as I'm going to be in this discussion for you today. So understanding the victim mentality first. And I'm always get stuck with this from people saying, oh, Marilyn, I don't want to hear about the victim, this or that from people, especially when I'm going out to coach and work with clients and they're telling me what the challenges are. And those that feel really comfortable with me really bring it and lay it down to me. So as I went through all of this, I said, let me lay it down to the audience. Let me say to them what you will never hear, because these leaders can't say it to you, can't say it to any of us, but I can say things to you without disclosing who I'm talking about. So defining the victim mentality, what is it? So the victim mentality is it's categorized by enduring a sense that the world is against you, leading to a passive acceptance of adversity without attempts to overcome it. In professional environments, this mindset can make Black women feel powerless against systematic biases, limiting our potential. So what do we do? So listen, okay, a little bit more here. So impact on leadership, for example, embracing a victim mentality can severely hinder our personal growth and leadership potential because we're wearing that badge. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Look at me. No. We don't want that. So it can really lead to this decreased motivation, lower self-esteem, yeah, and a diminished capacity to affect change. All of these things are critical components of strong leadership, guys. Ladies, listen, I don't care what race you are, what culture you're from, whatever. This is for all of us. Even though I happen to have chosen to speak to Black women because I am a Black woman. So moving beyond victimhood, recognizing victim mentality is the first step we'll have to take in overcoming it. It involves us identifying self-limiting beliefs and patterns of blame that prevent acting or us acting out on those things that we're strong at, okay? That we can do. So if we transition beyond the victimhood, it requires us to be actively engaging in self-reflection. I'm constantly on self-reflection. People are like, girl, what are you doing? Why did you change that? I have to, guys. The world is changing so fast around us that you can't sit still and think that, oh, what I did yesterday is going to work, or, vice versa. No, we have to keep thinking. So seeking empowering contacts and embracing challenges as opportunity for growth and leadership are extremely important for us. So Dr. Carroll, break down some words for us. Okay. So let's start with cultivating a creator mindset. Creator. I'm very much a creator. I think most women are creators. We have to create because we are the people that's a lot of times having to pull together whatever resources in our home to run our homes like we need to effectively, whether we're married, single, or whatever the case may be. Come on now. We all have natural instincts to do things that we need to take care of. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how empowering thoughts and deliberate actions can transform our professional lives and leadership. When I was preparing for this particular segment, I called around to a few friends I know that practice this all the time. They practice this religiously. My friend Gina and some others that I know, they practice this. They do not stop themselves. I remember talking to some of the ladies that were in Women of Tocqueville with United Way. And I asked her, her name was Marilyn, another lady named Marilyn was on the board with me there. And she says, Marilyn, I don't have time to have pity parties or anything like that. I don't have time to worry about stuff. I just go for it. Now she wasn't an African American, but she was a woman. And I like how she approached things. She said, I just go for what I want. And I visualize it, I see it, and I go for it. Same thing with Gina. She's like, Marilyn, I don't have time to be worried about whether I have a degree, this degree or that degree or any of that stuff. I visualize and manifest what I want for myself. So let's break this down. There was two examples of people that I very close to, was in a lot of meetings with and things of that nature. So let me tell you about neuroplasticity. At the core of changing our reality is the brain's incredible ability to rewire itself. Yeah, this is what we call neuroplasticity. By consciously altering our thoughts, we can forge new natural pathways that influence our actions and dramatically reshape our outcomes. Yeah, guys, it's real. This is real. This means that the mental habits that we form and the thoughts we nurture play a critical role in our success and leadership capabilities. How so? Well, you heard of quantum physics. Don't get excited now. They'll say, girl, where are you going? You're all no. This is real. This is real, ladies. So quantum physics and leadership. Quantum physics isn't just for scientists. Its principles offer profound insights into leadership. This field itself suggests that our focused thoughts can affect our realities, empowering us to manifest our leadership and our professional aspirations. So by altering our energy with our goals, we create a frequency that attracts the success we visualize. So think about this for a moment. Let's take a break. Let's think about this for a moment. What do you manifest? What are you thinking about? What are some of the things that you see? Like when I'm cooking dinner for my family sometimes, or whomever I have guests over, I visualize them sitting around the table saying, oh my gosh, this is great. This is some great food. When I don't do that, when I don't put that power over my cooking beforehand, I notice a remarkable difference in the experience that my guests have. So visualizing things really does work. Before I go out and buy a house or anything like that, I have to kind of look around at things and I visualize what house do I want. Sometimes I create vision boards and things of that nature, but I visualize these things. Now I'm still working towards some other things. Some things are working against me, like that diet thing. But I'm still working on that. I'm researching. I'm finding more and more information out about that, about the geobionome. So I'm looking into that. but there are answers for everything. And if I'm strong enough to see it, visualize it, and believe it, it will manifest itself. So some of the and so we create, again, the frequency that attracts the success we visualize. So some practical steps that we can take is to embody this creator mindset by engaging in daily practices like visualization, as I just talked about, and meditation. I started meditation probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I started meditating, and I really got into it, more meditation when I joined the church, even though the church didn't necessarily specifically talk about that. When I joined one of the churches out in Dallas, I I visualized a lot of the things that I wanted to happen, and I would put up these things around my place, signs that I wanted to see. And even now in my place, I have this sign up to say, "These are the days I never want to forget." And this is the heart of the home, or whatever I want to see, that's what I manifest. I have a welcome sign over the door. Just different things that I want to manifest how things will be, and the positivity that I want in the air for each of these things. So regular meditation clears the mental clutter, which it fortifies our focus and our resilience, which is really essential for effective leadership. By embracing these principles, I really harness the power to reach and exceed my leadership potential. And you can too. And that helps you to transform challenges into stepping stones for success. It helps you eliminate those landmines that you think, or to go around them successfully, or as because you have the equipment that you need, the resilience, the fortitude, the balance that you need to go around them successfully. And so later on, let's do it now. Let's just discuss how you can apply transformative techniques to develop a robust creator mindset that really propels you towards your leadership goals. So first, let's start with empowerment through responsibility. Now, how you're wondering, now, Marilyn, how could this possibly be? Well, let's dive into taking ownership of our actions and how it transforms our trajectory and uplifts our community at the same time. Here goes. So, personal responsibility, true empowerment begins when we assume full responsibility for our decisions and their consequences. We have to. I don't blame anybody for my problems. They are mine. I own them, and it is my job to work with them. True empowerment begins when we assume that full responsibilities for those decisions and the consequences. Well, now, what does this mean? This means embracing the role we play in both our successes and our setbacks. We have to embrace them. Understanding that the choices we make every day shape our career paths and influence our circles that gives us the power to stir our lives in the direction we desire. It's really about moving from being passive recipients of our circumstances to active creators of our destiny. Community uplift. How does this uplift our community, Marilyn? Our efforts have the power to raise the whole community. True statement. By focusing more robust connections and actively connecting or contributing to the community's well-being, we enrich our professional journey and become catalysts for creative or collective progress. You're my community. Those that follow me are in my community. I offer these podcasts and things of that nature as my way of saying, let me share the gifts I've been given with others. This empowerment portion about leveraging our positions to create opportunities, share knowledge, and build supportive networks really helps us to enable others around us to thrive alongside of us. I am so excited in teaching and other areas where people write to me and say, thank you. Thank you for sharing that knowledge with me. Thank you for being motivating and uplifting and not being a victim when I talk to you about things that have happened to you in the past. Thank you for all of those things because they helped me. They have inspired me to become a better version of myself. Well, I'm not the only person that can do that. We can all do that for one another. We can inspire each other to become better versions of who we are by, or who they are, by showing them that I or you can be a better version of yourself. So, again, by embracing that responsibility, we transform our lives and become a beacon of inspiration and support for others. And this dual focus on personal accountability and community enhancement is vital to cultivating a fulfilling and impactful career, both for ourselves and those around us. So I want you to understand that this underscores the dual benefits of personal responsibility and community involvement. By providing a powerful narrative for you all, my audience, as well as others who you may share this with, and I pray that you do share it, they can actively shape their careers and contribute to a much broader societal change. So let's talk about creating that vision a little bit more. All right. So as we've explored so far, the power of a clearly defined vision is so compelling, guys. Oh my gosh, when you can visualize something, I have everything I've ever received that was powerful, I visualize it. And I got to do a better job because I'm speaking to you, but I'm speaking to myself as well, because I have to believe what I see. So a compelling professional vision is your North Star. It is your North Star, guiding your decisions and inspiring persistent effort towards your goals. There are some practical techniques that can help us to craft a vision that really resonates deeply with our aspirations and our values. Those things include setting specific, measurable, and time-bound objectives that align with your long-term professional desires. What are they? I talk about this in one of the classes I teach, and this is a week that we spend just on setting goals. First, we understand our values and we understand what things motivated us in our life, where are we, why are we where we are today, and what value systems, what units that had an impact on our lives. And then we go into setting measurable goals. And we all have to set measurable goals. Now, when you set a goal, you have to sit down and write them out a little bit now, guys. I mean, not a little bit, you have to write them out. Just saying you have this goal is no big deal. But when you write something every day, it gets ingrained in you and it becomes a part of you. So practical mindset tools also are very important. So when you maintain a creator mindset, it's not just about having the right thoughts, okay, what's in your head. It's about consistently nurturing these thoughts through daily practices. Visualization techniques empower you to see your future success, making it feel obtainable and tangible. You got to keep at it. I know it's going to be the devil, gets in the details sometimes, but you got to get out my way, devil. I'm coming through. This is about me. Nothing is going to get in my way. So visualization techniques empower you to really see your future success, making it feel really attainable and tangible. The role of affirmations, affirming, saying, this is me. Affirmations really reinforce your vision and your goals. And by having those affirmations as well, you are helping others around you to see that manifestation come true. Now, you don't have to help everybody because everybody's not in your corner, but you have to help yourself and those that you have decided that are best in your tribe. You can shift your focus from doubt to confidence by repeating positive, empowering statements. Integrating these tools in your daily routine can transform your personal journey and turning your vision into a reality. Every morning, I wake up with this powerful prayer that I pray, and that for God to help me and take me from where I am into where He needs me to be. And I declare without a shadow of I come up with things. I've done things lately that I have no idea I would have done. But it's not me, it's God I perceive that's guiding me through these particular things, the spiritual being. And that in itself helps me. And as I go through, even though there are challenges that I do have, like with weight, I constantly am on praying and meditating about that and how I can help myself, because there is something there that I need help with. Even my businesses, I constantly am on that manifestation goal and seeing it's going to come, it's coming. It's just moves slow. So some things are going to move slow to you. But believe me, in the background, everything is working for your good. All right. So let's identify some common barriers ranging from systematic biases with corporate structures to subtle everyday discriminations. Understanding these obstacles is the first step towards dismantling them. There are going to be things that happen. People are going to say some stuff. There are people who don't understand where they are at that moment. I have these same discussions about education, about people and where they are in their educational journey. People say things that can only see what's in front of them. But those who become more aware and knowledgeable of things are the people that's open to embracing change. Sometimes we have to take a step back and educate those people that we see a challenge with. We can't toot our nose up, walk away from them. And Lord knows I have wanted to walk away from some people, but I hang in there because I know that that is where I need to help make a change. And it is my job, my role, my duty, my spiritual duty to help them make that change in some kind of way by helping them to see I'm no different than you. I'm no different than your daughter. I'm no different than your grandchild, whatever the case may be. And here is how I can show you that I'm no different by my acts of kindness and generosity. Not that I got to give you money or anything like that, but I have to take the time to educate you step by step. And for me, when I need guidance in helping somebody to educate them, I have to ask the Holy Spirit for that. I'm a spiritual person, so I use those tools. You got to have something that you seek that's a higher power than you, a lot of times to help you maneuver through things that you need to maneuver through. Now, some relationships we have provide guidance and insight and open doors that might otherwise remain closed to us. And we have seen those. The person you wouldn't have thought could open a door is that person that opens a door. So we really don't have time to pick and choose between people, to be nice to, courteous to, and to be open to helping. So in order to get through stepping stones, we have to leverage our networks and our mentorships. And we have to turn potential barriers into success. Stepping stones for success. I step on this stone and I'm going to be more successful. Now I'm stepping in the right way on that stone. Graciously, I'm stepping, not ungraciously. Okay. I think that a lot of times for people, especially the higher up you go, you do need somebody like a coach or something to help you. Yes, I am very much into this. I think everyone at a certain time in their career needs to spend some time and effort with a career coach to help guide them into which area or which kind of contact they may need to. I think that just like a medical doctor can help you, a career doctor can help you. And when you get yourself on track with the right career doctor that knows you, understands you, and has been with you for quite some time, I think that that is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. If I had my way, I would have a career doctor in every local area where there's shopping and things of that nature. So you really think about it, instead of you just being out shopping because you want to get rid of some stress, you go in there at that career doctor and sit down and say, hey, you got any appointments available? I'd like to sit here and talk to you about some things I'm going through. So that brings me to our questions and answer area. As I was putting this together, I did seek questions from people. And here are the questions I received. Dr. Carroll, share a moment when shifting your mindset impacted your journey. Well, early in my career, I realized that viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers was really limiting to my growth. Once I started seeing them as opportunities to learn and demonstrate resilience, my approach to work and leadership really transformed and opened doors to new opportunities. I remember working at Invesco, and I had this lady that I worked with, Juanita, and I will never forget her. She was the nicest lady. She seemed like she was mean as heck at first, but Juanita turned out to be great. And I remember being in Denver, Colorado, working in Invesco, and all of the wonderful people that helped me on my journey there. They didn't look like me, they weren't like me, but everybody from Sally to James to others, they really helped me and they poured into me. And I needed that. I was there in Dallas by myself as a single mom, not Dallas, but Denver, by myself as a single mom. And those people really poured into me. So I'm grateful to them. And then when I was asked to relocate to Atlanta, Juanita, she really picked up the pieces and helped me there as well. So much so in other ways, personal as well. So that's how shifting my mindset, instead of thinking, woe is me, and I'm going to be the only one here and nobody's going to like me and things of that nature. I was so surprised at how people gravitate around you. You just have to speak honestly and openly to people, and they're more likely to help you. So I was asked to define victim mentality and practical stages or strategies to overcome it. Now, a victim mentality involves passively accepting hardship as something really that happens to you rather than something you can influence. Overcoming this requires an active mindset to be at work, such as affirmations, setting achievable goals, and constantly, guys, challenging yourself to take responsibility for your personal and professional growth. A lot of times people will get a job and they think, oh, I got my degree and that's it. I'm telling you, this day and time, you have to continuously update your skill sets. I noticed it a lot with people in technology. It started there first. And they would say, oh, I got this degree and technology changes so fast that you have to constantly update yourself to the next big thing. If you want to stay big in technology, constantly update yourself on skill sets on the next big thing. Spend some of that resources that you're receiving in those earning dollar powers. If you want to keep earning your earning power like that, continue your education growth. So I also got the question of what's the role of neuroplasticity in leadership and personal development? Well, really neuroplasticity, guys, sorry about that, has allowed me to retain my brain to support leadership traits like resilience, strategic thinking, and empathy. Those are big things for me. Those are the top three things that I think I carry with me in my, or tools that I carry in my side pocket if I had a tool belt on. Every day I have to be resilient. I have to constantly be strategic thinking, and I have to show empathy in all the work that I do. And because if I don't, as a leader of my own company, as a leader working as a professor, as a leader in the grand scheme of things and being a part of groups and things, I have to show empathy. Even being a poster on LinkedIn or Facebook or any of those things, there's no need. I see so much stuff on those sites that people are just, grabbing towards an opportunity to upsell or something. If you're listening to me, you or following me rather, you should be getting education. You should be getting more improvement, vast improvements that are that's really helping you to grow and continue on. At least that's what I'm getting and hearing from those who do follow me and participate in giving me feedback. So this regular mindful practice and intentional learning activities has really helped to enforce in me my neural pathways, making effective leadership behaviors more natural for me over time. Because the more I understand people and processes and systems, the more I'm able to deal with things in a way that others may not be able to deal with them. And the next question I got, why are you applying quantum physics principle to achieve personal goals? Well, guys, by focusing in the energy on this, I bring into my professional settings, aligning it with goals and believing in the possibilities. I've manifested opportunities that seem unlikely. It's about setting the intention clearly and then motivating confidently as if it's already happening. Okay. The next question I got was barriers faced due to systematic biases and overcoming those strategies, Marilyn. Well, one of the biggest challenges that I faced was often being the only Black woman in leadership meetings, which sometimes led to my idea being overlooked. I've overcome this, building credibility through consistent performance and cultivating allies within organizations who support or advocate for my ideas. And I think this is very important, but you can't get anything done if you're sitting in a corner. Now, I must admit that one of the things that I do, I was very quiet. I wouldn't say anything. I was like, oh, let me stay in the, listen, I just want to do my job. I don't want to do anything else, but focus on that. But when you do that, you're minimizing others' growth ability and you're minimizing your growth ability as well. Because after all, our job here is to help and lead and help one another. So the next question I got was, why is it important for mentorship and networking? Well, guys, mentorship has been crucial in navigating my career path. Networking within and outside my industry has not only provided me with diverse perspectives, but it's also it has also provided me with advocates who have opened doors I couldn't have accessed on my own. There have been people and companies who've called me up and say, Marilyn, I thought about you and I thought this would be great for you. And if you can help, let us know. We're willing to offer whatever you need in exchange for that. So that's the importance of getting out here and helping and becoming part of the community of business or whatever you're into, becoming part of that. I share in the article this week success stories of various individuals who have done positive things and who have done things that are, some are in leadership, some are known, some were not known, or not as known as much. But check out the article that's on LinkedIn, and I'll share a link on Facebook as well as Instagram to the article. And check it out if you didn't have a chance to. You want to keep that in your back pocket and as a reference, something you can reference on an ongoing basis. So tools and resources for maintaining mental focus and leadership visions. Well, for me, as I stated earlier, I regularly use meditation app. I don't use apps, but I use meditation. I try to go to yoga when I can. I attend leadership workshops. I read a lot of books. I read 20 to 30 books a year on leadership theories, biographies of successful leaders that also keeps me inspired and focused on my vision. I watch documentaries. If I don't read the book physically, I listen to the book. So yes, I spend a lot of money on educating me. It may not be at school. Now, sometimes I have to go and sit myself in a classroom, whether it be online or in person. But those are things that I couldn't necessarily do by myself that I needed a community to help me with, like narrative economics. I so enjoyed that class that Yale taught. I really did, and I find that it has been very important for me to make a change in the way I handle things in storytelling. Desired changes in organizational support for Black women in leadership. Why are you doing this? Well, organizations need to be more intentional about inclusivity, not just in hiring, but in development opportunities. Mentorship programs specifically tailored towards women in policies that actively address systematic biases could significantly improve how Black women or women, period, are supported in leadership roles. And this is just not women. I mean, we have a lot of biases for people who don't look necessarily like us. I guess if we were on an ant farm, we want to be that. We want everybody to look, act, and react like we do to various things, but that is just not the answer. So let's close this out. I want to thank everyone for coming in to today's episode, and we really delved a lot into the transformative power of cultivating a creative mindset and overcoming barriers. We explored how neuroplasticity and quantum physics can shape our professional and our personal lives, and discussed practical tools like meditation, visualization, and affirmation that can support our mindset shifts. I encourage each of you guys to take a moment to reflect on what I've covered today. Start by identifying one small step this week that you can take to apply these concepts in your life, whether setting aside time each day for meditation, or it could be crafting a vision for your future, or reaching out to a potential mentor. Every small step is a leap towards transforming your mindset and manifesting your desired reality. Finally, I would say to you, remember the power of your mindset, and the vision, and vision is immense, it's huge. These are not just concepts, guys, but practical tools for crafting the life and career you want. As we close today, I invite you to embrace these tools, empower yourself, and start paving the way for your transformation and those who follow. Let's continue to inspire and support each other, really forging paths toward a future where our visions are not just dreams, but reality. So thank you for joining me today on this journey at BW Unfiltered. Remember, your mindset is your greatest asset. Use it to shape the world around you. And join us next time as we continue to explore empowering topics that make a real impact. Until then, keep pushing forward, dream big, and remember, you can change your life. Take care.